First thing we need to do is prepare the pen drive to receive the Kronos update. The Kronos update material is very specific that the pen drive has to be in a FAT32 format. So I've just inserted the pen drive into my Mac, and I'm now going to format it in the correct format. To do that, we open the utilities and then we go to Disk Utility, and it should show up two drives here, one internal, one external. As you can see, my external is a verbatim store and go drive. So what I'm now going to do is just highlight that and go to Edit, and the command on the Mac is Erase, and I'm going to change that to Kronos Update, and I'm also going to change the format to MS-DOS FAT, which is a FAT32 format, and then the command is Erase, and as you can see it is now doing that. Bang, everything has now been done. Click Done to finish, and that's the pen drive prepared. Now we need to get the update files onto the pen drive. Prior to this, I've gone onto the Kronos website and I've downloaded the file, which comes down as a zip file, and as you can see I've expanded that zip file, and what you're looking at is the contents of the zip file. What we now need to do is to copy the contents of the zip file unzipped onto the pen drive, which is obviously a simple copy and paste operation. So we start with that, select all, say I want to copy, go onto the pen drive, say I want to paste, and obviously it says 10 items, but there's subfolders there, so there's not more than 10 items. In fact, there's 211 megabytes of items to be copied. Now it's finished, I'm going to eject the pen drive. And we're ready to go to the Kronos to install. So the first task before switching the Kronos on, before you do an update, is to just go around the back of the keyboard itself and disconnect the USB. Okay, so the keyboard needs to be in isolation before you perform the update. So USB is now disconnected. I'll go ahead and I'll switch the keyboard on. As you can see, it's now booting up. In order to update the software, first of all we have to go into the global menu, which is that one there, and then we click on the basic setup arrow. Just let me get that more tuned to the screen, like so, and we say we want to update the system software. So the system is now asking me to connect the software media and then press OK. So it's always good to be able to get around the back of one of these keyboards when you're trying to do this exercise to find out where the USB drives are. I can tell you on my keyboard the USB drives are just behind the menu there. Now I'm going to confirm that the update is there by hitting OK. Keyboard is now asking me if I want to install 3.0.4. I'm going to say yes, and it goes off and starts doing its thing. Now it's really important at this stage that you do not switch the keyboard off, otherwise you're going back to base disks and wiping the SSD. Okay, so this is where really having a backup power supply or a UPS installed in the mix pays dividends to ensure your power doesn't go down and do some very nasty stuff to the keyboard. So as you can see, it is currently updating. Okay, so the system is now saying that it's completed its update and it wants to restart. So this is important again. First thing we need to do is switch the system off. You need to account for at least to a count of 10. While you're doing that, you need to remove the pen drive you used. Then you need to switch the keyboard back on. Now that's a good sign. What the keyboard is reporting is the fact that it has 3.0.4 installed and is now loading the relevant files. So this looks like it's a successful implementation of the new operating system. There you have it. The keyboard has loaded and is ready to go. Final thing to do is your USB that you disconnected is to reconnect that. As I said, mine is about here. There you go. Everything's set to rock and roll now.